Welcome.
Kamachelo!
Salumkela.
Sonzela!
Wamjalekile.
To the final Puppet Nation Best of before our triumphant return.
Get ready because next week, Deborah and I bring you all new news.
Here's a little taste of what that might look like.
SOEs to fund. I still need you around.
I won't be around.
I'm sure that we'll all miss her so.
Is the final takedown. The final takedown. The final
Good news. Economists believe that a Trump presidency won't damage the rand all that much.
That is good news. Why am I not feeling happy though?
Trump won't affect the rand for the same reason that venereal disease doesn't affect you once you are already dead.
Is that... Are you holding a funeral for the rand?
The downgrade is inevitable, Justice. So I have begun the grieving process. First, we must acknowledge that the rand is dead.
Would you like to say a few words?
I would. Thank you, Deborah. The rand served us well as a currency ever since we abandoned the monetary system of our colonial oppressors. As well as it could. Not very well, actually. Frankly, we never stood much of a chance.
But what about the fact that...
Shh! Please, show some respect. Poor Randy.
Sorry. But you can't hear me though. It's dead. All right, it doesn't have ears. Just saying.
State Security Minister David Mahlobo may be in hot water.
The minister, a member of the ANC, made headlines this week after an Al Jazeera documentary exposed potential links between him and a known rhino poacher.
This is it for the ANC. There's no way they'll recover from this one.
I don't think you know which party you're talking about. Their president has more criminal charges than most actual convicted criminals, and they still haven't gone anywhere.
Oh, no. No, not this time. This time it involves rhinos.
Not to sound insensitive, but so what?
Well, you know how much white people love rhinos. They'll never vote for him now.
They weren't voting for him before.
Well, yes, but there's definitely going to be a backlash.
There's always a backlash. Your monthly vote of no confidence against him is proof of that.
Can't you just let me have this? Why must you crush my dreams?
Okay. We won't crush your dreams.
Thank you. Sorry, I got a bit emotional there. You know what will make me feel better?
Calling for another vote of no confidence?
How did you know?
Ah.
Got to go. This is it. Zuma's days are numbered. I just know it. I know it. I feel it in my DA skin.
Many people have been disappointed by the mild reactions of world leaders to Donald Trump's victory. Even the left's golden child, Justin Trudeau, was nice. The only person to show a little attitude was German Chancellor Angela Merkel.
It's quite simple, Scott. I don't have time for pussies.
And you think Donald Trump is a pussy?
I also think everyone who doesn't call him a bigoted, megalomaniacal arsehole is a pussy.
That's a very clear point of view.
I don't like to pussyfoot around.
So are you going to cut ties with America?
I'm not stupid either, Scott. I will do whatever is best for our economy, but I will say whatever is best for my psyche.
President-elect Trump, I don't know if I'll ever get used to that, visited President Obama this week, and by all accounts, he was pretty blown away. It seems Mr. Trump had no idea how much work the president actually does.
So then there's laws.
Laws? I am very, very good at laws, so I just say them and then other people do them, right?
No. You need to draft a law with your legal team and in consultation with your party, and then...
Wait. You're not making sense. Draft a law?
Yes.
Can you start with something easier?
Okay, well, on an average day, you'll start with briefings from your advisor.
You mean your advisors?
No, you need your own. I don't think you'd like mine. They're good people.
I need my own? Can't I bring a few but keep like your ones with specialties? Specialties are exhausting.
Specialties?
You know, like health, education, war, the three things that president does. Oh, and borders. You got a border expert? I'm thinking some brick, a little picket fencing, maybe some wire.
Mr. Trump, maybe I should just start by lending you my West Wing box set.
That'd be bigly good of you. There's just 2 months left of Obama's presidential term, and he's making the most of it. But how will he be enjoying his last December in the White House?
I am inviting as many people as I can to awesome White House parties. I'll never be able to entertain on this scale again.
So no actual presidential business you want to try and get through?
Who does work in December, Scott? Let's be realistic. I can power through some of the presidency stuff in January. Bunch of pardons, that kind of thing. I do take my duties very seriously still, Scott.
Come on, we gotta storm the girls' igloo.
Coming! Priorities, Scott.
Are you tired of the same old boring life? Do you want to change?
Hell yeah.
Then vote Donald Trump. Things will be totally different.
You betcha. Time for change.
Side effects of Donald Trump include increased bigotry and hatred.
But that's not what I voted for.
Appointing officials who are racist, anti-Semitic, anti-LGBT rights.
Wait, you didn't tell me any of this before.
A Trump presidency means strained international relations and potential economic depression.
Huff. Did they warn you about the side effects?
I use Google, asshole.
May contain white powder and nuts.
We all know how stressful December can get. Buying presents for people you don't even like. Attending parties with people you don't even like.
Yeah, dealing with hangovers you don't even like.
But guys, it doesn't have to be like that. There's a solution to all of those problems.
It doesn't?
No, all you need is money. It's so easy. I mean, it's the best thing since 2 slices of bread. First, you pay someone to do all your Christmas shopping. Easy.
And I'd rather just give everyone cash.
Let me give you my Christmas life hack, okay? You only accept your top 3 invitations per night.
Top 3? That's 3 times the drinks. How does that help the hangover?
Well, let me explain this to simpletonians like yourselves. You only have half a drink at the first one. Half, okay? Then you just leave that drink somewhere, but like inconspicuous so no one's gonna like notice. Then your second drink, you just hold your second drink, okay? I don't mean like put it on hold. You actually just hold it in your hand. Your hand's gonna get really cold, and then afterwards you just put on like a single glove like Michael Jackson. And then at the third, you can really have fun.
Okay, but then what about that hangover?
Well, you just, the next morning, you get your chef. Well, actually, prior to that, you phone your chef on your way home at like 3 a.m. because I've told him he's got to be on call 24/7 because I'm paying for the airtime. And then I'm like, okay, just make the best possible detox breakfast. It's so simple. Honestly, guys, you should be rich. It's much nicer.
Thanks for that.
So if you make it through the shopping, the parties, the food, the economy, and the politics,
Then you still have to face the dreaded family gatherings.
May I recommend buying your own gavel for the season?
My own gavel?
Then whenever somebody is taking too long with talking or praying, you just say, I don't recognize you, and bang the gavel.
and they obey.
No, but it confuses them long enough to change the topic.
It's certainly an interesting idea.
Be careful though. Last year I told my great uncle I didn't recognize him, and he had Alzheimer's, so he thought he was with the wrong family.
Ouch.
We haven't seen him since.
That's terrible.
Shame. One less person to worry about at Christmas. Huh?
Of course, for some people, December brings more pressing concerns.
Like the credit rating.
And whether or not the Hawks will come after you as a special Christmas gift.
Okay, so that's 52,568,000. Oh, hi.
How's things looking with the economy there, Pravin?
How long do you have?
About 90 seconds.
Then not great.
Are we going to get junked?
Let me say the best way to survive December in terms of the South African economy is to turn off the news and stay in a downward dog.
Definitely seems like there's a downward trend there.
Also, if you can muster up the strength, stand on your head, and if you can manage to see things upside down, when you see them right way up, it will look much more promising.
Meanwhile, the SABC board this week launched a court appeal to overturn an inquiry pending the result of an interdict that...
And?
Sorry. I was just reminiscing about a time when you didn't need a law degree to read the news.
You know, everyone in the so-called media always criticizes genius, which is bright and revolutionary, like leaders Maximus, Fidel, and Shaudi. Who knew that all too well? Like a mirror knows your face.
He ran a country, you ran a broadcaster. Into the ground.
Apparently, 190 of your SABC employees have taken issues to the CCMA.
Yeah. I promise 90% and I always deliver. Like a stock to a pregnant woman.
Like, wait, what?
Shh, Justice, don't fall into the trying to understand him trap.
You promised 90% local content, not court cases.
And 90% of the content at the local courts is now local. Like sense through the hourglass. These are the young and restless generations, and also bold.
And the beautiful. Sorry, Deborah.
Shaudi will not rest until the entire country has been to court to exercise their rights. Democratic fitness! Viva la televolution! Amandla!
And you too. I kind of miss his choir.
The good old days.
Are you wasting hundreds of taxpayer rands firing and replacing political opponents? Introducing the new amazing opponent whiz from Wonderfuck. It picks up factions in a flash. Opponent whiz even picks up tough public criticism. Identifies potential backstabbers.
Okay, you are clean.
And it comes with its very own stylish container.
Get yours today.
Opponent whiz. For even the hardest to remove threats.
And as the festive season draws nearer, tensions within the ANC only seem to be getting worse.
More and more senior ANC leaders have spoken out against President Jacob Zuma recently, including several ministers, Secretary General Gwede Mantashe and Chief Whip Jackson Mthembu.
Zuma may have survived the recent attack from his own NEC, but with all the recent infighting, it's likely to be a pretty unfestive season for the ANC.
Okay, comrade, go ahead and draw a name for Secret Santa.
I would like a redo.
No, comrade. You must accept the name you got.
But why me? I said we shouldn't even include him.
We have no choice. He is the boss moose.
The last time we did Secret Santa, he asked for a security upgrade.
But this time, we have a maximum amount, no more than 100 rands, and no requests.
Fine. It's your turn.
No. I didn't put this name in here. Our Secret Santa has been captured.
We can buy them DA t-shirts as joke gifts.
No. Yes, a good one, comrade.
It's December, and that means next month Donald Trump is our president. Or is he? Thousands of Americans continue to cling to crazy theories about how somehow they can still get rid of him. And while most of the ideas are completely ludicrous, Trump himself has gotten very riled up over the idea of a vote recount. It just seems like a really bigly waste of time, Scott, actually counting votes. I'm sure that didn't come out the way you intended. I won all the votes, all of them, and the Democrats are lying. Hillary, she must accept that. So, one desperate theory is that the electoral colleges could choose not to vote for you. Thing is, news guy, I know the electoral colleges, and they've been telling me they are really going to vote for me. Then there's a weird loophole in the law whereby Mike Pence and the Senate could declare you unfit, and Pence could run the country instead. Here's why that's not something that anyone needs to worry about. I'm going to let Pence run the country anyway. I don't have that much time on my hands. Not that a lot would fit. And I need to focus my attention where it really matters, like on trade deals with countries that love hotels. They just love them. And I've got to grab those diplomats by the country. Yes, I think we get the picture. 4!
President Zuma is still trying to fight Thuli Madonsela long after she has left office.
The president says that setting up a commission of inquiry into state capture would just be rubber stamping the desires of the ex-public protector.
I am the head of the state. Nobody can tell me what to do.
But surely you're still answerable to the law of the land?
Otherwise, that would make you, what was that word again? A dictator.
I am the democratically elected leader of this country, and I will decide what is in the best interests of the public.
Call me crazy, but doesn't the title public protector imply it was Thuli's job to decide what's in the best interest of the public?
You're crazy.
I repeat, I alone decide what happens in the running of this country.
Hi. You have reached the president. I'm unavailable to take your call right now as I'm so very busy running an entire country. Please leave a message at the beep.
Hello, Jacob.
I have no idea who that is.
It's me, AJ, and my brothers are here too.
There is so many people called AJ.
We just wanted to check. Are you done rubber stamping those papers we sent through? Send them to me soonest. Bye.
April. I mean, December Fool.
Treasury is not interested in cutting tampon tax.
Douche nozzles.
They say that there are relatively few people buying tampons, so they're not a big financial incentive.
Maybe that's because relatively few poor people can bloody well afford them.
It's a question of fiscal.
It's a question of me being taxed for having a uterus.
The relative.
How many men buy sanitary products, huh? Huh? None. But do I have a choice? Do I, Mr. Gordon? Do I?
No.
Then sort the shit out, damn it. And no, Justice, before you even think of it, it's not that time of the month. It the time of the century.
It's been a while since I've been able to report good news out of the U.S., but this week work on the Dakota Access Pipeline was halted, and Army veterans who had gone to help the water protectors also took time to apologize for some of the mistreatment Native Americans have endured. Let's just take a moment to appreciate genuine good news. Of course, Donald Trump is still going to be president next month. Let's just hope that something from these sessions with Barack Obama is sinking in. Puns?
Delightful, and sometimes cheesy wordplay humor. Trust me, the people love it.
No, they don't, Dad.
Thanks, Malia.
Well, if the people love it, I will be really, really, really good at it. The best, they tell me.
Go on, try it. Try Thanksgiving puns. I've just done a bunch of those. I even got some leftovers. Get it? Leftovers.
You're the only one laughing, Dad.
Thanks, Malia. So, you got a turkey joke?
Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you all managed to get some white meat because we all know white is right.
Sorry, Dad. Your jokes are really awesome, actually.
Thanks, Malia. Oh, okay, I don't think turkey jokes are going to work for you.
Are you ready for financial freedom? Okay, let's go. Everyone in position, feet slightly wider than your hips. Okay, take a deep breath and don't reach for your wallets. On 1, 2, 3, deep breath. 4, 5, 6. Focus! Focus! You will never achieve financial freedom if you don't have financial fortitude. Now the credit card snap. And snap. And snap. Good, good, good. Get ready now. And raise the credit rating. Think double A. Think double A. Okay, now for your final move. Beginners, do not try this, please. Yes, I see you struggling at the back. We're going to tighten those belts. Tighten those belts. Tighten those belts. Financial fitness is not for the weak. Tighter! Tighter! Tighter!
That show was fun. I actually can't wait to be back next week.
Me neither.
I'm particularly looking forward to impressing you with my new jokes.
On second thoughts, I'll wait.
See you next week, everybody. Bye.
Bye.